Guys, it's Rachel back with another video. It's Rachel, don't get it wrong, but today's video is kind of going to be something new because I forgot to mention this in about my channel video. Not sure what it's called because I'm making it on the same day. You can see I'm wearing the same outfit, but it's a story time, and this story time is going to be about how I've been alone for like half my life, even though my life hasn't really begun yet. Like, it's gonna be about how, well, let me just start and explain, because I'm probably gonna end up messing it up. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe, because we do all different kinds of stuff on this channel, and there will be different people on this channel that you will meet, and I love my Ray family. So if you want to become part of that, make sure you subscribe and like this video and share it with others that may have been through the same exact thing as me, because it turns out a lot of my friends have went through something like me, kind of, but nobody's like me at all. So around the time when I was probably getting ready for, I don't really remember Head Start, but I remember pre-K. So the time when I was going to start pre-K, I was all alone because my sister is older than me. She wasn't in the same grade as me. I was all alone, and at home, even at home, like, I really didn't talk to not my sister, not my mother, not my grandmother. I didn't talk to people like that. I just did not talk to people in general. So when I went to pre-K, I was terrified. But like, my family always says, you must not been scared. You must not been scared. You didn't holler or scream going in there. That's probably because I knew I had to go. I had to go to school to get my education. So, you know, that's just it. So I just went along with it. I just went to school every day, and like, I remember people telling me the first 2 weeks of school, I literally, not even lying, legit did not talk to anybody, like anybody at all. And like, I'm like, oh my god, what's wrong with me? Because I'm talking right now, but like, I'm actually really shy. Like, I still am. I'm probably always gonna be, but like, I'm actually a really shy person, and that wasn't even like what I am now. Like, I ain't that shy now as I was then, because I promise you, that was a whole nother level of shyness that I had. I didn't talk to nobody at all whatsoever. No teachers that asked me a question, I didn't say anything. I was that shy. But I remember one day after the 2 weeks was over, because like, usually when they had the recess and stuff, I just sit alone by myself in a corner. I know that sounds dark and like depressing, but I was okay at the time with it, and I really thought that I could go my whole life without having anybody to talk to, but that's not true. So one day during recess, this girl, you know how my name is Rachel, Raychill. Okay, well, my best friend is named Rachel, like regularly spelled, which is Rachel. And she came up to me with another girl who I'm not going to talk about, because there's just stuff that does not need to be said about her. She's on her own life, and she's making it good now. But her and this other girl came up to me, and they were like, hey, you want to come play with us? And I guess I just said yes and just went along with it. And we ended up playing on the swings, and that's just basically how we became friends. And really, they were only my friends group. Now, if you see me now, like, if you see any other girls on this channel, like my friend Shakiria, I knew her in pre-K. I just never talked to her. She would hang around us. I never talked to her. And I talk to her a lot now. But back then, I would not say anything. You can ask anyone who knowed me. I did not talk, no matter what, at all. I did not talk. And I went through kindergarten with like, I don't even think Rachel was there to be. She wasn't in my class. Like, we had recess together, but that was about it. And I didn't have nobody else to talk to. So I went kindergarten without talking to nobody else either, because I was that shy of a person. Fast forward to first grade, that's when we met a girl just like me at the time named Diamond. She didn't really talk much, just like me. So, like, hey, I had somebody in common with. I had something in common with somebody, because I sure didn't have anything in common with Rachel. And because she liked to talk back then. She liked to talk a lot still. But, I did not. So, just me. But me and Diamond, we became friends. Like, we would talk to each other. It was just our little circle. But then Shakira joined our circle. And before this, there was this girl. I'm not sure what her name is anymore. It was either Holly or Polly. And I'm sorry if you're watching this video. If you know the name of yourself. Or I don't know what I'm trying to say. But if you're watching this video, please let me know. Because I need to know your name. Like, you are an important factor in my life. But she used to walk me to class all the time. And I never talked to her at all. I feel like really, she was a nice sweetheart. And I hope you're still a sweetheart now. But she was really nice. She was always hanging around us too. But I never talked to her until like 4th grade. But Shakira, I think I started talking to her around 2nd or 3rd grade. Because I honestly don't remember. I'm sorry, honey, but I don't remember. And we all, like, that was just my friend circle. That was always my friend circle, and that's who I'd hang around, even if I did talk to them. When I kind of broke out of my shell to talking to them was in about 3rd to 4th grade. But, like, in those times, I really was, it just kind of got me to more shyness, because I didn't really know how to talk to people. When we had to work in groups, I just didn't do it. Like, I couldn't do it because I didn't want to talk to people, and I wasn't good at talk to people. But it's always good to have friends, and it's always good to have somebody to talk to. And that was also around the time where I first experienced bullying, I believe. And that just made me feel more shy to stand up. And if you're being bullied, you need to tell somebody. You need to stand up to that person. If you're feeling that way, you should not have to go through that kind of life being bullied, because it is not a fun thing. Even if it's not even physically, words do hurt. Trust me, I know words do hurt. So you should tell somebody. But anyways, that's all I had. Like, those girls were the only friends I had. Like, I kind of had friends. That's how I met people and I knew them. And I talk to those people now that I used to know back in elementary school. And I talk to them, like, extremely a lot. And I'm not shy to them because I've known them for a long time in my life. And also, around the time of 3rd grade, I found out that Rachel was my cousin. So that made me even more welcome to talk to her, because she was my family. And that was actually somebody in my family that I could talk to, that I trusted and knew. Well, so when we got into 5th grade, I had no single class at all with none of my friends that I knew in elementary school. Well, I did, but they weren't my friends. Like, my friends in my little circle group. Like, I didn't have none of them with me. None of them. One of them even moved. So, and that was Holly or / Polly. I don't know her name. I'm sorry. But she moved. Rachel, Diamond, and Shakira, they all had different classes. So I didn't have to with them. So therefore, I was all alone. And I had to make new friends, which I sucked at doing. So one day I kind of remember this, I kind of don't, so I'm sorry if I'm getting stuff wrong. Please correct me if you're watching this video and you know what happened. But I met, like, these girls sat at a table with me in my homeroom class, and then one day I remember at lunch, I just had a table, and these girls asked, hey, can we sit with you? I don't know if they knew each other. They know each other now really well because they're a good group of friends, and they all, like, know each other. But there was, I don't know if they want me to say their name, but, like, you guys know, I'm going to say A, B, A, J, and think that's all. I think that's all that's sad with me. There was another girl, but she moved. Her name was Savannah. She moved. I'm sorry if I just said your name and you did not want me to say your name, but I did, and I'm not going to cut it out. But anyway, those girls, we all became friends, basically. I wouldn't say that we're like, well, some of them I really am close friends with still now, but like some of them we're just cool now. We're friends. We know each other, and I could talk to them if I had to. But yep, that's about it. That's who. And this other boy, he's my friend now. We're really good friends now. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he wants me to say his name either. But we're really good friends, and I talk to him still now a lot when I see him. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. That's literally, I only had about 6 friends in 5th grade, and those people I hung around with, because I had none of my other friends unless it was like a whole thing the whole grade was meeting up with. That's all I had. And back when we went to 6th grade, I completely had nobody again. I went through 6th grade literally alone in every single class. 6th grade was basically my worst year in my whole entire life. I actually had nobody to talk to. I didn't make friends. Anytime we had a group project, I tried to avoid it. I would not talk. All that kind of stuff. I just did not like it at all whatsoever. I remember, like, I would talk to the teachers, but I would not really, like, raise my hand and answer a question. No, didn't do that stuff. Still don't, basically. But that's... Oh, sorry, I was getting sidetracked on TV, but I know I literally, on the last few days, I made friends with a girl named Alexis. I'm pretty sure she won't mind me saying her name, but I made friends with her, and we're still best friends now. We talk to each other literally every single day because I have class with her, but that's literally all I had. And I knew some people from elementary school that were in my classes. I just didn't talk to them. They seemed like they had other friends anyways, so they wouldn't want to be friends with me. So I was always seen as the shy girl who never talked but always did good in classes, because I still have good grades. I had good grades then, and I always will have good grades no matter what. Even though I say I'm going to fail everything, I'm going to have good grades no matter what. I'm sorry. But in 7th grade, I finally made some friends on my own, and it was during the beginning of the year. I met my friend Atarbia and Alexis are twins, except they're actually triplets. But I didn't really talk to their brother. But I met Atarbia. We became friends. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I actually did have a friend, and she's gonna be watching this video, but I messed up. Okay, in 6th grade, I had band friends, but that was only a band, and it wasn't really a big friend group. It was literally one friend that I would talk to for sure, and her name was Kimberly. I'm sorry, Kimberly, for leaving me out, because she's a big impact in my life now, but I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot. But that's really the only friend I had in autumn. I forgot. Okay, maybe I had a few friends, but those were band friends. Band friends only. Like, that's all I had. But in 7th grade, I did not really have my friends group that, like, were in elementary school with me. I may have had a class with one of them, which was Shakira, and that's about it. Then I had my band friends, but Shakira, she was in band, Kimberly was in band, so I was fine. I would hang out with them, and I would talk to them, but unfortunately, Kimberly didn't have a phone, so I couldn't talk to her. Shakira didn't have a phone either, but you know. Oh, and also, when I didn't have nobody to talk to, I would talk to Rachel, because she had a phone. I knew her house phone number, because we knew each other for years, so, you know, I could use that. I had a phone. but she didn't. I don't think she got one till 8th grade. And that's who I talked to. And when I got to 8th grade, that was basically a year. I had a friend with one of my friends, which was Shahiri. I had every single class with her, so I didn't have to worry. I believe, yeah, I didn't have to worry. So that was fun. And then that's when I joined marching band, which I made a lot of more friends, so I wasn't really worried. I was pretty confident then. But when I got into high school, I was like, okay, I may talk in some class, may not, but I'm going to focus on school and I'm going to do good in my grades. But it just depends on what class I'm in. Like in classes in general, I don't talk a lot. No matter if my friends are in there or not, I just don't talk a lot. Well, I talk to them, but like, I'll know. And if they're not in none of my classes, I don't talk at all. Like my close friends. But like if there's somebody I know and I haven't talked to before, yeah, I'll talk to them, I'll work with them. But it just depends. And for that, so I think I have to say, like, I was pretty shy of a person, and if you're a shy person, it's okay to be shy, because I still am, and I always probably will be. It's okay to be shy. Just know that. It's okay to be shy, because I am a shy little girl. I'm sorry, I was trying to look through my phone, but I'm a shy little girl, and I always will be, but I'm talkative once you get to know me. So hopefully this can maybe give some of you some advice, because I don't know what else to tell you. I hope it gave you something, or you think about this. Okay, make sure you like this video, subscribe. I don't want this video to go on any longer. Bye, Ray Squad.